If you watch this channel with any regularity, then you already know that I focus pretty predominantly on Atari and the 2600. And it's not because I'm not interested in other platforms, but it's what I know well, it's what I grew up with, it's what I had when I was a kid. But more and more over the years, especially since starting this channel, I've become more interested and intrigued in other platforms that were contemporaries and competitors to the 2600. Now, one in particular is the ColecoVision, one that I was always fascinated with, but never owned when I was a kid. So a few years ago, I was able to get a bundle that included a ColecoVision in this entertainment center box with some cartridges and manuals and the controllers, and I had the grand vision that I was going to make a large production video that might be an hour long restoring that ColecoVision. Well, I started that video but never got around to finishing it. So what I've decided to do is actually break that project up into multiple videos and a series if we find that you are interested enough to see that.
This video brought to you in part by Tommy in the Order of Cosmic Champions. This exciting and heartwarming coming-of-age Gen X novel is available now. Check the link for more info.
Hey there, welcome back to Gen X Grown Up. I'm John, I am a Gen X Grown Up. Thank you for clicking on this video. Why don't we get started in this process by taking a look at what cartridges were included and what their conditions are. So what I got in there were the cartridges and the controllers and everything. In this video, I'm gonna focus on the cartridges. Now they all seem to work okay, but they're in various degrees of functionality or stickers falling off and that sort of thing. Here are the 7 included cartridges that came in this lot, and I haven't tested them yet, but I want to give them kind of a visual inspection, see what kind of shape they're in. And here's Ladybug, and you can see, other than a teensy bit of peeling in the corner, I mean, this is still in great shape. Let's see, not so much with Donkey Kong. Oh, he's completely, like, we can fix that, so let's add fixing that to the list. Oh, I just noticed, here's the slot on the back to store those, like the controller inserts. I don't even know if I have any controller inserts, maybe with the manuals or something, but what a great idea, Coleco. I mean, Intellivision didn't do that, I don't think. We got Avenger, a great arcade port. I remember playing this on that flashback, and this just has a little bit of edge, nothing I want to mess with and damage. I don't think it's coming off a little. I can fix that with a little bit of glue. All right, Venture. Let's check out Zaxxon. Oh, Zaxxon's got Donkey Kong syndrome, completely fallen apart. So we'll add that to our list. Mousetrap, just a little bit of bubbling here, but not even scratched up or anything. Okay. Cosmic Avenger. I mean, I think these are probably screw hole bubbles, but I'm not going to mess with them or try to pop them or anything. This one is fully affixed and in great shape. And then finally, Carnival. It looks like right here is just a notoriously likely place to bubble. I'm guessing there's a screw hole under there or something that lets a little air in. But Carnival in really good shape. So a couple of these to fix, but nothing in really rough shape. Before I was going to dive into the work of restoring even the cartridges, but certainly the console, I wanted to make sure that the console worked and the cartridges also seemed to work. So I did do a quick console test. Look, I have it partially torn apart. I throw a cart in and let's make sure at least that the thing powers on and works before we proceed. It's time for a quick spot check. So I plugged it into power. I was careful because this is currently exposed. I don't want to touch it. I have it hooked up to the TV, channel 3, all that. It's the same settings I had talking to my 2600 the other day. So this is going to tell us, I got a controller, it's going to tell us whether or not we're going to have to open up this cage and do any diagnostics of chips or capacitors or anything. It worked 3 or 4 years ago. Let's see. Drum roll, please. There it is! Okay. What did I put in there? Venture. All right. Let's quickly see if we can venture into Venture. This makes the whole process worthwhile, because now, look at that! Hey, there we go! Love it! So is there a pause? I don't know if pause is a natural part of it or not, but oh yeah, this is. So I'm like testing everything. I'm testing this controller. I'm testing the console. I'm testing. Wow. Okay, give me that. Do I need to kill him? I don't think I do. Whoa! Get over here. I find diagonals a little difficult, but it could just be me. I'm not accustomed to this controller too much. Come on. Shoot the snakes. And they sit for a while, too. Die! Alright.
I would say that thing works awesome.
One of the coolest parts about buying a lot like this, rather than just piecemeal buying a single cartridge or game off the shelf at a game store, is you're going to get a snapshot of what the original owner had. And this came with all kinds of printed material and manuals. Take a look at all this cool stuff.
Now, one of the things included in this lot was all this printed material, some manuals and instructions and things like that. And I've been wanting to go through and seeing just what is included. I hope there's at least a manual for each of the 7 games, but we shall see. This looks to be, it's like just, is that a catalog of, oh yeah, so this is going to be my shopping list of all the games I've never seen that one, that I don't yet have. I remember Turbo is really good, or Head-to-Head Football. Oh, there's accessories and stuff. Okay, awesome. There's a manual for Cosmic Avenger. Nice. All right, so that's one of the 7. There's the Zaxxon manual. And a registration card. Somebody took really good care of this stuff. All right, there's 2 of them. VCS Intellivision and Sears. What do they have catalogs for? Oh, maybe they had the adapter to play 20. Well, speaking of which, there's more. Over here is Atlantis. This is the 2600 manual. It is. All right, so they had Atlantis, which means they probably had the adapter to play 2600 games on their unit. That's going to be my suspicion. There's Ladybug. Manual there. Donkey Kong, I see. Yeah, excellent. Got Carnival, another registration card. These are the last 2. That's all 7. That's all 7 of them. I have manuals for all of them. Cool. And here is the manual for the actual console, how to set it up and what all the buttons do and everything. So, and it's in really nice condition too. Troubleshooting, how to get it hooked to your TV, depending on whether or not you had the 2 flat wire lead or you had the barrel connector coming from coax. And it's in just about pristine shape too. Oh, and speaking of the devil, look what's over here. That expansion module 1 that lets you play 2600/VCS games on your ColecoVision. Oh, I love this diagram. Look at this. Lest you be confused, upright, left, down, use the joystick and use the left side button. That's going to drive your VCS. Oh, and look over here, the receipt. Somebody paid $62.99 back in February of '83 for the ability to play VCS games on their ColecoVision. The previous owner had no idea how much the next owner was going to appreciate just the detail and the level of care that went into preserving this stuff. And what is this last thing? Color tuning instructions. Well, that's a first. So make your TV's colors look like these colors, and that way you know the game is played correctly. It looks right. Okay, I like it.
Well, now we know at least we have a functioning platform, so I think it's worth moving forward. We need to clean up the cartridges and then re-decal several of them where those labels are just falling off. Before I do, I want to let you know that if you are anywhere in the southeast of the United States, that GenXGrownUp will be attending the Southern Fried Gaming Expo this July. It is July 19th through the 21st in Atlanta, Georgia, and we will be there. Look, it is a great time. It is video games, it is board games, it is computer history. It is a lot of fun. If you go, get a chance to say hello, you can go to GameATL.com to go ahead and reserve your ticket. And if you use the promo code GenXGrownUp, you'll save $5 off of your entry. So who doesn't like saving money? It's a lot of fun. It's the first convention of the year for us this year here in July. So if you're going, be sure to use that coupon code to save yourself some money. All right, let's get these cartridges back up and operational.
Let's see what kind of TLC these cartridges need. Now we've already noticed that both the Zaxxon and the Donkey Kong are completely falling apart. So, all right, we'll get to those. They all need to be cleaned though, and some of them are like kind of coming off, like the decal is a little loose. So I think cleaning is in order of all the contacts, and then we'll evaluate which cartridge needs what. So let's get cleaning. All right, got them clean. Nasty Q-tips with some alcohol on them, and we got that done. All right, let's evaluate the labels. So let's start with the ones we know. Both Donkey Kong and Zaxxon need to be cleaned and reaffixed. Yep, those are definitely on the bench. Let's see, Ladybug. I'm gonna call that one good. I mean, we cleaned it and it's not falling off. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Let's see, Venture. Yeah, Venture is kind of coming apart, so we're gonna put that on the repair deck. Carnival. Pretty good shape, actually, so I'm going to leave that one alone. Mousetrap, not coming off. By the way, I noticed Mousetrap has its inserts for the controller, which is awesome. By the way, can I mention just how cool it is that these cartridges have a place to put those inserts? And then we have Cosmic Avenger, and this one, I mean, other than these little screw hole bubbles that I'm going to ignore, this is in great shape. So really we just have 3 to work on. So we're going to fix Venture, Donkey Kong, and Zaxxon. Now, I'm going to do these one at a time because I'm nervous of losing track of which one's Donkey Kong and which one is Zaxxon. But first, I'm just going to get in here with a little bit of Goo Gone and make sure the old adhesive is, well, gone. Just clean it off nicely. There we go. All right. So now the label itself, I mean, it's seen better days, but I think that's the adhesive soaked into the paper. It's got some discoloration. That's okay. We're gonna live with that. Let me just zap it with some adhesive. Yeah, hold it by the edges here because it's all sticky. All right, I'm going to call Donkey Kong good again. Zaxxon needs the same treatment. So again, just a little Goo Gone on a rag. And put that label right back where it belongs. Kind of slippery. Any little air bubbles out of it. And there's our Zaxxon. As good as new-ish. And finally here I have Venture. Now Venture is largely okay, but you can see it's coming apart. So I think the best bet is to heat this label up and totally respray it and reaffix it. So I'm going to do that. All right, got it off. So there's still adhesive on here. It's just that the adhesive up here is not great. So let me kind of bend these corners straight again because they were kind of bowed out. There we go. Spray it with some adhesive. And let's see if I can get this back on nice and straight again. It's kind of curly, but I think we get it done. Here's where the problem was up top here. And then let's wipe away any excess adhesive that kind of bled out. Like that. And Venture, as good as new. And now not only are they all clean, Donkey Kong and Zaxxon are no longer falling apart, and Venture is back to the way it ought to be. All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with the condition of these ColecoVision cartridges now, but there's plenty more to do. I still need to dismantle and clean the console. I have to fix some bubbled up decals across the front and on the bottom. I need to clean and test the controllers and figure out how to pretty up that entertainment center case thing that it all sits in. If you would enjoy seeing this process continue in video form, please sound off down in the comments so I can gauge the interest. And if I do more on cam, I will link those videos here and here so that you can click on them and find them easily. I certainly hope you found something to enjoy in this quick video, and I cannot wait to talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.